What is up everyone and welcome back. I hope you guys are well. In today's video I'm going to be talking about 7 tips that I use to revise for university exams. I know we've all heard some tips like don't go on your phone, turn off all your social media. To me that type of stuff doesn't work, so I'm only going to be sharing the things that I use every time I'm revising and studying. These tips can be applied to other years like A-levels, but this is mainly for university. I can do an A-level one later on, but this one I'm mainly going to be focusing, and the way I'll be describing everything is based on university studies. So let's get straight into the video. First is making a list of all the topics, and I know you guys are like, well, is that not a bit simple? But it is so useful. And I've kind of left it open-ended because you can do absolutely anything with this. So what I suggest is an Excel spreadsheet or on paper, whatever you prefer. Just make a list of your topics and then all your subtopics for your exams, just so you have everything on one document or page. And then you can make little columns of lectures, tutorials, exam questions, how many times you want to go over it, and you can even colour code how well you understand it. So for example, green could be really good, yellow average, red didn't understand it at all, just so you know what to refer back to, what you need to work on more. This works with any type of degree. It doesn't matter if you're doing a science one or a law-based one. Just making a list of all your topics just so you have an idea and you know how much time you have to allocate and all of that, because you'll see how much you have left to do. To me, that is the most important thing. Plus when you're making this, you know, you can make it all nice and fancy, spend an hour or two doing it. You can put on Netflix or something in the background, just chill. It's not too stressful to do this, and it is very helpful later on when you get down to revising. The next is reward yourself, big and small. So again, this is quite fun, but I'm suggesting you can go on something like Amazon or something you've been wanting for a while. You can put away a little bit of money for that, something you want to go and do or something you want. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be big, it could be small, just whatever you want. And then you can treat yourself to that after exams as a long-term goal. But for more short-term practices, you can set yourself rewards after you've done some work. For example, for me, I love going to the gym. It's something I love doing every single day, and I would love to go as much as possible. For me, if I go, I can finish topic A and topic B today, and then I can go to the gym. If I finish topic C, I'll go treat myself a coffee, anything like small daily. I can watch a movie, I can finish a series. Just small goals. Treat yourself to small goals daily, because that will keep you motivated. Also, this means you actually have to do the work, because again, with all these, okay, I use my phone for half an hour. This way you can track whether you're using it, and the reward at the end, trust me, you won't be on your phone until afterwards, or when you're taking your breaks and stuff. It just naturally does that without you feeling like you've lost going on the internet or your phone or playing games. Again, it's down to you and whatever you enjoy, but constantly reward yourself because you are putting in hard work for this. Well, hopefully, I mean, everyone has bad days. Another technique for me is revise kind of when it suits you. So I'm a night owl and I force myself to try and revise in the morning, and to me it just didn't work because I wasn't productive enough. So I'm most productive at 7 o'clock in the evening onwards. Obviously when you get closer to exams you will need to sort out your sleeping schedule, but for now, when you're doing the bulk of your work, revise when you are best at revising. You know yourself better than anyone. Is it 7 in the morning, 7 in the evening, is it 12 at midday, 12, whenever it suits you, that is when you need to revise. For me, another tip, and I'm saving my best few ones till last, but another tip is DIY, and you have to do it yourself. What I mean by this is, don't get me wrong, sometimes people work better in groups, sometimes people work better alone. For me, I always get a bit more motivated when there's someone there working with me. But at the same time, I understand that sometimes it is better to work alone. So you can still be in the group. For example, let's take an essay that you have to write. You can write your essay, but if you're doing the essay together, you won't know your own weaknesses. Now don't get me wrong, after you've done your own essays, you can all compare notes, write one together afterwards, like an improved version. But you need to learn what your weaknesses are and what your strengths are so you know what to focus on. So that's why there has to be a lot of independent studying, even if you are still in a group. Another tip is start now. When I mean now, I mean like now, after this video, or today at some point. But start now, because currently we are in the end of March and exams are only about 7-8 weeks away. 6 for some people. So start now, you will thank yourself later. I know it's boring and it's hard, but starting now instead of cramming for a night before is honestly much better when it comes to revision. I've done both, and every single time I've thanked myself for starting earlier. Now, another one I need to talk to you guys about is mentality when it comes to exams. Yes, exams are important, but there are some mindsets that you need to go through, and it's a very difficult balance to find, but as soon as you find it, everything does become a lot easier. So, exams are important, yeah. Yes, they do help with bigger opportunities, but at the same time, they are not the end of the world. And that is that I've learnt the hard way, and I feel a lot of you may be able to relate to. With exams, we've gone through the GCSEs and A-levels, and all the teachers have always said, these are the most important exams in your life. And yeah, they helped ever so slightly, but in the big scheme of things, no they didn't. And I remember I put myself through crazy amounts of stress for my GCSEs and my A-levels, and it just was not worth it. At the end of the day, you have to try your best. And to me, that is something that may not always reflect on a results paper, but it's internal, and if you're proud of your results, then that's all that matters. It doesn't matter, you don't have to get a first, or have to get a 2-1, or have to get whatever grade you're aiming for. You have to do you, and you have to try your best. I know it's hard, and it's a lot easier said than done. In 10-20 years time, do you think that one is the difference, the make or break of your whole life? Because it isn't. As long as you have happiness and health. That's my mentality. If you have happiness and health for you and your family and close friends, that's all you need to lead a good life. Everything else will fit into place. And so exams come under that, because everything will fit into place in regards to exams. Just try your best and it will work. Even if it doesn't work the way it is meant to work, it will work in another way, and you may not be able to see that now, but one day you'll be able to look back and you'll go, oh yeah, that did work. Maybe it's what you're meant to go through and go down, you know, maybe not getting the best grades, or maybe getting the best grades, and it's all for a reason. Final tip, and this to me is a type of bonus tip, and trust me, it helps so much. And this is a few days before your exams. You get your exam timetable, you know what room you're going to be in. But go and walk to those rooms a few days before your exams, or even the day before. And the reason I'm saying this is I know how difficult it is to try and find a room 5 minutes before your exam's about to start. Now for me, that didn't happen because I did this and I went to all my rooms a couple of days before the exam started. But some of my friends didn't do this, and then they were stressing out about that. And if you walk into the exam late, I'm not sure how it might be for your uni, but for my uni, it's tough. You still only have whatever time is left. Just do yourself a favour, take 20 minutes out to find all these rooms beforehand. Anyway guys, that is it for this video. If you did like it, then please like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, bye.